Oh shit, I feel it. Oh man.
So, all right, pay-per-view, Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bizzle.
All right.
You fucked up the last. You effed up the last
Switch her.
pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? Pay-per-view, but you did get the most important one right, and that was Miz versus Dean Ambrose.
Right.
But anyway. But before I go into the predictions, you said you haven't watched the product in a while, and I didn't know this, so I Googled it this morning, because when I was looking at the match, I'm like, wait a minute, this seems like this, so I Googled it. Anyway, this is a SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view.
Okay, so Raw doesn't get a Money in the Bank opportunity at all, then?
As of right now, no. They have no Money in the Bank anything
I like
scheduled.
I like it. It differentiates. It differentiates it. It makes the brands different.
I like it too.
Shit. Anyway, all right, go for it.
All right, so in the kickoff match, we have the Hyper Bros, which is
Mojo Rawley and Zack Ryder.
Exactly. Versus the damn, I don't know why I'm stuttering, ladies and gentlemen. Versus the Colognes.
I'm figuring Zack Ryder goes heel because he was just injured.
Oh.
Yeah, if not, one of them has to go heel. So I'm figuring the fans like Mojo. They did the big spot with him and Gronk at WrestleMania the last time I remember. So if he's being featured on the show, I'm figuring Zach comes back from injury, turns heel, and they feud over the summer.
That's a bold prediction. If that happens,
so I go Colognes, or I go Colognes.
You go Colognes with a Zack Ryder heel turn.
Yeah, I go with that.
Okay. All right, next we have the Women's Championship match, which is Naomi defending her championship against Rusev's wife, the lovely Russian, the ravishing Russian, Lana.
Right. I'll say this, Lana got a fat ass.
Ooh-wee.
She's definitely a pog I will give the soul pole to. However,
on Instagram too.
She is the absolute drizzling shits in the ring. So I will go with Naomi. I don't care about the hype. I don't care about the vignettes. I don't care about anything that they brought her out with. She's jobbing. That doesn't make sense unless I'm gonna put a pin in that. I'm gonna say Naomi because the money is in a heel chasing Naomi. That's where the money is. If we're going with money. If we're going with nonsensical WWE stuff, Lana.
Which this is WWE.
Lana, you know, but my logical mind says Naomi.
Yeah. And I also realized I didn't make that many predictions on the last prediction show.
Right.
So on the Hype Bros versus the Colognes, I'm going to go ahead and roll with the Hype Bros. Just, want to start the show off with a feel good, even though it's not really starting the show off. Naomi versus Lana, second your opinion, and think it's going to be Naomi. Next,
she got a fat ass too.
Oh my goodness.
Man, yo.
Whatever Uso is her husband.
Yeah, I don't know which one it is, but yo, my man.
You know,
you gotta don't get her pregnant. So you can just keep hitting it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Get her where she want to be trying, so that way she be putting out regularly, but just don't.
Yeah, don't see that. Yeah, don't see that up.
You know what I'm saying? And be like me going into Father's Day with no kids. Come on, somebody.
Right? Yo, I was 35 years strong.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? You fought the good fight, my friend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the schmoo.
Yeah.
Right, go ahead.
And speaking of the Usos, we have a championship match of the Usos, who are the current champions, versus the New Day.
New Day definitely hasn't done anything worthy as their run on Raw. So, are they better with the titles? Probably so, but I would like to see New Day actually chase for a while, just to get some more heat. And the Usos, I like heel Usos. I don't like babyface Usos.
Yeah, I like heel Usos.
Yeah, I like heel Usos. So I would say let's go with a chase. So I go Usos with shenanigans. Just to make it interesting.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna go New Day with shenanigans, either disqualification or You know what I'm saying? So they was gonna win without getting the titles.
Okay, I can go. Hey, you know what? That's fair. I can go with that too.
All right. All right. I'm gonna come back to that because that'll probably be the main event. All right. Next, we have the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. We have competitors Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, Natalya, Carmella, and Tamina Snuka.
All right. I'm going. As much as I love Charlotte, I'm going to X her out immediately because Charlotte's currently a face right now. So face going up against my pick Naomi doesn't make no sense. The money is currently on Carmella, and I know she is completely the shits in the ring. So I don't know if Naomi is able to carry her to a good match, but that's where the money is right now. I'm not trying to see Natalya in a title program at all. So that leaves Becky, who's a baby face, and who? Nia Jax?
No, Nia Jax is on Raw.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's cool. No, the competitor, Tamina Snuka.
Oh, okay, the other Nia Jax.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
And also the daughter of Hot Stuff International member Jimmy the Superfly Snuka.
You're absolutely correct. Yeah, she's definitely not winning. Honestly, you can honestly go with Carmella because it would be the gimmick has been diluted as such, so a champion, a money in the briefcase holder could actually lose. And I can honestly say, all right, a woman holding the belt, they can afford the loss. If it was somebody like Charlotte who was winning, who doesn't really need the case to proclaim to be in the title running, she's going to be a perennial runner and main event figure in the women's division for years to come. So she doesn't need this type of win. Tamina is there to catch bodies, so she's out. Natalya is honestly there to hold the match together and give it some cohesive flow, so I don't see her winning. Becky, plucky underdog babyface, but she's basically the female Sting at this point. So the money's on Carmella. I'm gonna go with Carmella, but because there's unless there's a sixth option, and I feel like Paige should come in. Paige is ready. She's cleared.
Oh, shoot.
So I would love to see Paige come in and
motherfucking Paige.
You know, stretch her way around. Hopefully she gets bendy.
Will Brad Maddox be a company? I'm sorry, Alberto Del. What's he called?
El Patron.
Yeah, El Patron.
I don't know if Alberto Del Dos Equis will be there.
Well, we know Xavier Woods will be there.
He'll be up and down. Probably in and out.
I can't believe we went there. So bye my WrestleMania tickets and my chance of wrestling in the main event of WrestleMania, but it's all good.
It's all right, you'll be there for the better purpose.
You know what I'm saying? So anyway, my prediction is I'm going just strictly off lineage and just genetics and common sense. The winner and the Money in the Bank women's champion, winner, suitcase holder, briefcase holder, whatever it's called. And I hate to say it because she's going to take down Naomi for the title when Naomi's slipping and stuff. It's going to be Tamina Snuka, daughter of Jimmy the Superfly Snuka, member of Hot Stuff International that's in a joint venture with the Dangerous Alliance.
That is quite possibly the worst pick I've ever heard in my life.
Don't make me spit out my beer.
All right, that's Money in the Bank predictions.
No, there's still more.
Oh, is there still more?
Yeah, that was the women's match. There's still the men's, and there's a championship match. Yeah.
Is
this segment running long?
No.
All right. Well, here's the men's ladder match. You should have seen his face. It's like, gosh.
I know I'm going to be asleep during half this shit, so whatever.
All right, well, we got your boy, AJ Styles. Woo! We got my boy and current reigning and undisputed United States champion, Kevin Owens. Mm-hmm. We got Shinsuke Nakamura. Mm-hmm. Cleveland's own Dolph Ziggler. Sami Zayn. And the Lone Wolf, Baron Corbin.
All right, the money's on Corbin currently. They're trying to push him as top heel on the show, so that's where I go with. Nakamura doesn't need a briefcase. I think that would ruin his mystique. I can X him out. AJ Styles, same. He doesn't need it. It's just a cheap way to insert him into a title picture that he clearly should already be the champion. That's personal opinion. It does not represent the opinions of Street Smart Audio. But I'll X AJ Styles out. Kevin Owens is currently the U.S. champ, so and I don't feel that he'll be dropping the belt anytime soon.
I don't either.
So he's out. Ziggler is a goof. So
well, I show some respect for Cleveland's own Dolph Ziggler.
Wherever he's from.
Close enough, you know what I'm saying? Because, shoot, I got love for Parma. What's up, y'all?
I hate they cops.
Oh, I do. That's what. Hate's a strong word, but I just, as a general police force, yeah, I'm not a big fan of.
Definitely not a big fan. Yeah, he's not. He has no chance in hell. Who else?
Sami Zayn.
Oh, no. Absolutely not. Come on. X-Pac?
And that's it.
X-Pac on the case?
It's funny that's crazy because you bagged, you know what I'm saying, you totally poo-pooed Tamina Snuka. And so my prediction is, I need to preface it with this. I think the winner of Money in the Bank is going to predict who wins the championship match, which we'll get to after this. So I think it could be one of two winners, which will predict which path WWE is going to go down. I think if the challenger wins the match, Baron Corbin is going to win Money in the Bank, which is probably going to happen before the championship match. So if Baron Corbin wins, that means the challenger is going to win. But I think if somehow, some way, Sami Zayn comes out with the Money in the Bank briefcase, it means Jinder Mahal is going to retain as champion, and Sami Zayn is going to have an unsuccessful cash-in attempt.
I want to say, because Jinder Mahal versus Sami Zayn is a television main event on Main Event.
No, but you know what? Sami Zayn has a little following. You know what I'm saying?
No, he has a great following. I just feel that they've completely mishandled him, and now he's a geek.
But just like how they threw Jinder Mahal in a microwave, they might try to throw Sami Zayn in a microwave.
There's too many people he has to overstep to be that guy, and SmackDown clearly has two baby faces that are just so baby face. Why would you have Sami Zayn overstep them? You have Nakamura, who you're just bumble fucking around with, and you have AJ Styles, who is currently on a treadmill, and then you jump Sami Zayn over them? Why?
Well, because of your India theory. If they want, if they want to court freaking what's the words favor with motherfucking India, and they want to give Mahal a nice little run. They're not going to have him go over their true, you know what I'm saying, guys they want to protect on top over there and stuff. Just like how they did The Miz with his crappy title run and stuff. They want to give him a run to see what it do. But he didn't he faced Jerry the King Lawler twice, and with some, he was the third wheel in the Miz and Rock saga. I mean, the Cena and Rock saga. You know what I'm saying? So it could be the same way with the Mahal thing, but at the same time, trying to show India look like, yeah, you know, we got one of y'all on top.
It makes sense. I can't disagree. I just feel that Sami Zayn is no money, currently no money, especially with AJ Styles and Nakamura clearly positioned above him, and I just feel putting a briefcase on him puts him in that same echelon, and clearly the fans aren't receptive to him as such, as being on that same plane as Styles and Nakamura. On the other hand, Corbin, with the case jumping to top heel, is an easier jump. It's an easier leap because your top heel is your champion right now, and he's a nothing champ. And Corbin is the guy you want to groom to be the top guy, the top heel. So, I mean, that's an easy slam dunk for me. Mm-hmm. Which goes into Randy Orton winning the belt,
the main event. Well, yeah, that,
and then Corbin cashing in and saying, "You're out."
Mm-hmm.
That's how I go. I go Corbin winning and cashing in the same night.
I don't see it happening the same night, but that's basically the path, the main path. I think it could go down, but I play devil's advocate from the Jinder Mahal. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would, to me, be stupid to give him a 1 month run if you're really trying to, you know, get it in with India.
Well, the thing is that the India thing, it's not something that's going to happen immediately.
Right.
Jinder Mahal is going to be the ambassador going forward. So when he's former WWE champion Jinder Mahal and they do that India tour, he'll be represented and featured strongly over there. And that's what the marks don't understand. And let me ask you a question, because I want to get into the real talking point before we jump into the review.
Yeah, what's on your mind, Fuj?
I wanted to highlight some things that was on the IG page because I was said I was spazzing out, but I wasn't. It was actually something I wanted to highlight. I want to highlight about marks, and the first part. The first part is, do you know what a mark is? Explain to me what a mark is.
A mark is a casual fan of wrestling who just buys into it from the kayfabe point of view. Now,
do you know where the term comes from?
I do not. I have no clue.
All right, so back in the carnival days, talking about turn of the century, 1900s. All right, you know, you have the traveling circus, you know, saying come to your town, yada, yada, yada. Okay, and you see the bearded lady and the three-toed sloth man, and, you know, that shit. Right. But what they would do is when you would pay your entrance fee, they would mark you with a chalk mark on your jacket or your blazer or your dress or whatever you were carrying to represent that you paid, and that since you paid, you're not in on it. So when you get to the strongman competition and the strongman are fighting each other and it's an even Steven match and the strongman loses, and then they say, any one of you guys from the crowd want to beat up on the strongman, $15, whatever, or not $15. That was like a whole bunch of money. It was like $1 million in 1900 for 10 cents. Yeah. For 10 cents. You know what I'm saying? You know, the guy would come up, he'd have the mark on his jacket. The strong man knows, oh, he paid to get in. He's not in on the work. He shoots on the guy, breaks his fucking arm.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? And then he goes, oh, shit, that guy's a fucking killer. And then they travel on to the next town. Guy with a broke arm lives to tell the tale about how, Chainsaw Jones broke his arm, you know what I'm saying, when he came to small town USA.
Oh, man, yeah, that's not a very cool story that I'd want to tell.
Right, but that's where mark comes from because the mark's paid.
Oh,
okay. Shit. Now, in this 2017 day and age, you got these marks, and now these marks have separated themselves. You know, you got the casual sleepyhead Mark who fucking just pays and enjoys the show. And then you have that smart Mark.
Come on, somebody.
Who wants to deconstruct and criticize the product, even though, guess what? They still fucking paid. Okay? And this is the thing that always tickles my fancy when it comes to smart marks.
Roll credits for Cinema Said fans out there.
They like to sit there and deconstruct the product and an armchair quarterback how, man, if I was Vince and I could do this and this and this and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn would be fighting for the title at WrestleMania, and how it would be to crickets.
Yeah, there are those folks out there.
And they want to sit there and they want to criticize why Vince wants to go with Roman Reigns for the third consecutive WrestleMania.
Oh, man, but he doing the right thing with
doing the absolute right thing.
Going with Brock. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, because the fans the fans don't like him.
Guess what? They're still paying. They're still paying.
Yeah, but they're not paying. Well, some
it doesn't
some
matter.
of them are paying for him.
They've diluted the product to a point to where it doesn't matter who they put up on their pedestal. There is no Hogan. There is no Macho. There is no Cena, Rock, Austin. It's just WWE. It doesn't matter. So you're paying for this. So you're saying, hey, I accept Roman Reigns as this top guy because I paid my money to see the whole kit and caboodle.
No, I think some people still have their guys. Like, I still, like, now outside of before the podcast, I still watch for The Miz and Brock Lesnar and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but you're not there yet. You know what I'm saying?
Where am I not yet, Fuj?
All right. What I'm saying is that you're not necessarily at the level of wrestling introspection to where you can say, or you can have this, and I say informed decision. You have your informed decision because, you're you.
You know what I'm talking about?
All right, but,
Hollywood the Great One. Hot stuff, Hollywood the Great One.
But when we're talking collectively WWE and why they move from A to B, like you're not putting those dots together. You know what I'm saying? And I feel as though the smart marks, they fail to recognize putting the dots from A to B together, and they want to get lost in the connection. And that's where they keep targeting. And they keep getting frustrated and they keep bitching on the internet and Vince ain't reading the shit and it doesn't really matter because guess what? You're still plunking your $9.99 down.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know. I agree with some of it and I disagree with some of it. The only part that I really disagree with is that the whole connecting the dots part. Because overall, nothing WWE does now surprises me as far as their lacklusterness and stuff is because they're trying to walk the corporate line, and you know what I'm saying, they're trying to be a company that is family friendly, but at the same time kids don't have money, so you know what I'm saying,
they have to cater to that adult crowd as well.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, and that's
They have to be everything to everybody,
and you can't.
No, you absolutely can't. And the smart marks, going back, they will argue that to the day that they die, thinking that everything needs to go back to the Attitude Era, or everything needs to go back to the Territory Era, and Vince will make money, even though Vince has not lost money. He hasn't lost money. When you self-fund 2 congressional elections or campaigns and losing efforts, you ain't losing money, okay? So that comment that the smart marks champion that Vince should be he's a millionaire who should be a billionaire, referencing the pipe bomb from CM Punk. They feel as though that Vince is losing money by not making the money that he should make. I said his baby steps to making this money. He's going to get everybody's money eventually. He'll be dead, but he'll have everybody's money because he'll have boxing, he'll have UFC, he'll have all of it.
You think so?
Absolutely. Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather, that freak show fight that's coming up.
Oh, where McGregor is about to get embarrassed.
I'm surprised that McMahon isn't behind that, promoting that match. I'm surprised Shane isn't behind that. I'm thinking to myself, like, why isn't a McMahon behind the promotion of that fight? Because that would be their last ditch effort into the pay-per-view arena, or they would acquire the money and say, hey, let's put that on the network.
You know who making out for real in all of that, in my opinion, said in the whole Floyd versus McGregor thing? Mother freaking Dana White and the UFC. Because they is getting half of McGregor's money. And they...
As he should.
What have they done?
Nothing.
Okay, I was going to say he's shaking his head. Nothing, y'all.
Nothing. He didn't do nothing. It's just... McGregor's mouth is going to sell this match. Mayweather's mouth is going to sell this match. The Marks are going to buy this match. You know what I'm saying? I'll be watching it for free on my Android box.
And at the same time, McGregor, he's going to end up giving away more than half than his purse if you factor in taxes. But it's still going to be multiples more than he's made in a UFC fight.
It's going to expose the UFC as the cockfight that it is. It's going to show that that these guys aren't getting paid. They're getting paid peanuts. And if you do more of these freak show contests, that'll bring the big money because boxing's dead.
I was just
UFC.
I was going to say
UFC is. I mean, there's a handful of fighters, but their sporadic fight schedules. I mean, they'll pop for the big shows and everything like that, but those B-card UFC fights ain't doing real numbers all like that. I mean, they're doing some numbers, but they ain't doing numbers to where it was like when Brock was fighting. You know what I'm saying? And when Chuck Liddell was fighting, I mean, so they're definitely on a down cycle. So this freak show business, So this freak show business is just, it's just a natural ebb and flow of the business, and I feel that McMahon should definitely be a part of that to capitalize. So we'll take a pause for the cause, re-up. I think somebody's going to be stone cold, straight edge for the reviews because they got a hot date. And they don't want to go in slizzed out.
I wonder who that could be.
Right. It ain't me. I got a date with a diaper probably. Anyway, we'll be back in a few. Peace.